Imagine waking up one day to realize your beliefs, your thoughts, your memories, even your identity weren't yours to begin with, where an entire generation, millions of minds, were meticulously sculpted, their beliefs reshaped, their very will twisted. This wasn't science fiction. It was the chilling reality of WWII's mind games, a masterful, terrifying campaign where nations brainwash their people, transforming ordinary citizens into cogs in a colossal war machine. And the scary part? It worked. How did they do it? And could it happen again? Stay tuned, because the truth is more unsettling than you think. From the moment war broke out, nations understood that winning hearts and minds was just as vital as winning battles. And so began the greatest mind games in human history, an insidious campaign of psychological warfare designed to brainwash entire populations. They didn't need guns to control thought. They used posters, radio waves, and newsreels, relentlessly crafting narratives that painted their enemies as subhuman monsters and their own cause as unequivocally righteous. Every image, every word, every song was meticulously designed to elicit a specific emotional response, forging unwavering loyalty and unwavering hatred. This wasn't just about yelling louder. It was sophisticated psychological manipulation. Governments exploited existing fears and anxieties, offering simple, compelling solutions to complex problems, playing on people's innate desire for belonging and security, making them believe that conforming was the only path to safety, the only path to righteousness. They employed repetition, making lies sound like truth through sheer volume, constantly reinforcing the idea that any dissent was not just wrong, but dangerous, even treasonous. They created enemies, clear and unambiguous, focusing collective anger and fear outward, ensuring internal cohesion and unquestioning obedience. It was a mass hypnosis, a colossal mind game played on a global scale, effectively brainwashing an entire generation into believing, fighting, and dying for ideologies they might never have embraced otherwise. Any resemblance to reality is pure coincidence. You don't see that happening nowadays. Hitler's regime weaponized propaganda, pumping twisted ideology into children's books and morning prayers. Mein Kampf wasn't just bedtime reading, it was the new Bible. In America, Disney and Warner Brothers drafted their own soldiers, cartoon ducks and rabbits armed with patriotism and punchlines. Britain, too, spun fear into resolve, urging citizens to keep calm, while the Ministry of Information micromanaged morale. These weren't just posters or films. These were psychological operations. It wasn't random. Psychologists were in the trenches of this mental war. The Nazis exploited repetition and isolation. Brainwashing wasn't a conspiracy theory, it was a system. The US even ran secret experiments, like the OSS hiring Freud's nephew, Edward Bernays, to manipulate crowds through advertising. Fear became a weapon, and hope a tool. Tell a lie once, it's a lie. Tell it 1,000 times, it's policy. By the 1940s, nations weren't just raising armies, they were programming generations with every anthem, pledge, and poster or movie. And what about after the war? Those children, once brainwashed, became adults, voters, parents, and grandparents. The mind games didn't end in 1945. They just changed form to Cold War psyops, commercial advertising, social media today. It's the same psychological playbook, upgraded. You think you can't be brainwashed? So did they. Every era has its own propaganda, only the fonts and filters change. So next time you scroll, salute, or sing along, ask yourself, is this freedom of thought? Or just another chapter in the never-ending mind game? If you found this dive into World War II's mind games as fascinating and unnerving as I did, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into history's hidden truths, and let me know in the comments.